2 trolley loads buys just enough to last the Radford's hungry horde 3 days. With a weekly food budget of £300, there's no room for luxuries.
No room for luxuries? That was 5 years ago, and the Radfords were on the breadline pretty much. I'm struggling to see what's changed in the last 5 years to enable them to not only go on one Disney holiday, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 in 1 year. 5 Disney holidays in a year. From a food budget of £300 a week to being able to go on a Disney holiday nearly every week. It's brilliant. All we need is a little bit of YouTube, a little bit of 22 kids, and we'll be set, right? So that's a plan then.
Could have just have had the 2 children, and we could have had, fancy cars, but it's not the same as having what we've got,
It is really odd that they should say they could have had the fancy cars and, if they just stuck with a couple of kids. However, where would a couple of kids have got them financially? Nowhere. They wouldn't have got a TV show or anything. However, now that they have 22 kids, they are still able to afford all the luxuries in life. So, as many of you may know, they've just been to Disney. Wow. Yet another trip to Disney. I mean, there was a lot of controversy on that particular trip. They come back now, and no sooner had they come back than this happened. I personally am in absolute disbelief and shock and awe at their incredible tenacity for wanting to go on holidays. So they put this up pretty much as soon as they came back, nearly, from Disney. Not so scary Halloween tickets booked. Now to decide what we should all go as. I'm thinking the Addams Family, but any suggestions? And they've put up there Mickey's Halloween Party. So they've booked they've actually booked Disney again. They've actually booked Disney again. Can I say that again? They've actually booked Disney again. Literally just home from Disney, and they booked them again. And that's just for October, presumably. Halloween and everything. Most people, having just saved up, scrimped and saved for one trip to Disney in Florida, they would come home and they would be absolutely skint, but happy that they've had a nice holiday away, but they would be skint because they've had all the expenses that come with being away for such a long time, right? But not these, no. Not only are they not skint, not at all, they go ahead and book another holiday in Disney. I can't say that enough times without trying to flush my head down the toilet, right? They booked Disney yet again, which blows my actual mind, right? I know people have different expectations of life, and I know people have different amounts of money in life, right? But we all know that these are not ordinary people, are they? At all. Where do they get their money from is a question on everybody's mind right now. And part of me thinks that, some of it may be gifted, but I'm thinking they're going on too many holidays for them all to be gifted. So, where are they getting this money from? Well, obviously the TV show, but I'm assured that the TV show doesn't bring in a rich amount of money. So is it like the Instagram posts they put up? They're coming across as being so well off that they have millions in the bank or something, right? Anyway, they're going to Disney. I don't think I can say that any more times without you wanting to switch off. Disney, they're going to in October. Then they post this. Anyone been to Miami looking for things to do? They just post it off the cuff though. That's the thing that gets me. They really do. They literally just say, oh yeah, we're off to Miami. Not we're off to Miami, by the way, but yeah. Anyone been to Miami? We're just looking for a few things to do whilst we're there, you know? So a couple of the replies caught my attention, which I think you should become aware of, because why the hell not? Somebody's replied, it's not a great place to take kids. And Sue replied, a few have said this. We've booked a villa around a 30-minute drive to the beach as we didn't want to be in the centre. So hoping all will be okay. So yeah, we just booked a villa. It's okay, don't worry about it. They don't tell us how many kids they're actually taking, but there has to be a certain amount because, you know, most of them are young children who can't be left alone. So, yep, they booked a villa. And then somebody put, leave as soon as you get there. Things to do in Miami. Leave as soon as you get there. And Sue replied, oh dear, we only have 5 nights booked at Miami before heading back to Orlando for the remaining time we are in Florida, but feel like we need to explore a bit this time. So, you know, come on guys, lighten up for just a smidge. They are only spending 5 nights in Miami before trudging all the way back to Florida. So, come on, it just lighten up. Seriously, it's not a big deal, not a biggie, okay? You know what annoys me a lot though? It's not just that they've just booked a trip to Florida, to Disney again, right? The minute they come back from being in Disney. You know, as soon as they reached home, they went away in their motorhome, like literally the minute they left the plane. You know, they got back home, and then that weekend they also went away to the Lake District in their motorhome. I'm just saying that's a little bit, how should we say, just a smidge on the desperate to be away from home vibe. You know, some might mistaken you for the Inghams a little bit here, but you are, in fact, beating them on that particular score, not wanting to spend a single second in your actual home.
2 trolley loads buys just enough to last the Radford's hungry horde 3 days. With a weekly food budget of £300, there's no room for luxuries.
So, within the space of 5 years of having to scrimp and save for food, how did we get from there to where we are now, where they have been to Disney in April last year, September, October, December, January. I can't remember the dates now. They've been a lot, right? And then they bought the motorhome, and they've had all these other holidays. They went to the Maldives as well. Just so many and so often. It doesn't add up. In fact, I don't think the figures even add up. So, Noel, are we, like, are you trying to, like, tell us something? Like, maybe there's something you want to tell us about your books and your bookkeeping and stuff like that? Because I can't imagine how one family could afford to fork out, like, for 20 odd kids or 20 people to go to Disneyland, Disney World, and you know, it costs thousands for the ordinary person to take a couple of kids, right? And you are taking like 20. So how the hell do you afford that? Plus extra, you know, it's not just the one time, it is over and over and over and over and over and over again. for the end of time, until the end of time. Anyway, I don't know. If you know, please let me know in the comments down below. I know this has been a bit of an all over the shop video here. I just wanted to talk about this whole money thing with the Radfords, because they do seem to have a lot of it, and they don't seem to share it about so much. I'm joking. I don't want their money. They can have mine. So until next time, please let me know in the comments down below. Do you know the Radfords? Do you, well, obviously you know of them, but do you know them personally? Would you like to give me a heads up? And please subscribe to my video. Please don't unsubscribe. Thank you so much. Until next time, I'll let you go. Have a lovely day, and bye bye.